Hey, how you doing? I just want to talk about the gang stalking program as usual. And in my case, my story is like I'm being accused of being a rock spider. Um, I'm being followed by like invisible people. They're holding me against everything, against my will, my family, my friends, everyone I know. They're all saying I did bad things to the rock spiderhood, all that. And for over 18 years I was gang stalked, just flat out, just followed by people, gang stalked, harassed before even I even became aware of being to people telling me that I did things to their rock spiderhood. These people just, when I was gang stalked, I was followed around at my job, at my workplace, in my home every day. Like I would like feel like heart problems. I would be hit with frequencies. My head would, I'd feel headaches. I would feel aches and pains in my body. I'd feel like somebody's been in my house, everything like that. And it made me like highly paranoid. And, I thought I was being possessed by demons. I thought like, because the program is that fucking bad, you think you're being possessed by demons. And that's how you initially think first, like I'm being possessed by demons, like the Exorcist movie. And like I didn't know I was like supposed to be a rock spider or something like that. And you then you find out like through other people that we're all going through the same thing. Like I've seen several people that talk about, that mention like that they're also being accused of being a paedophile or a rock spider. Like a few men that I see on YouTube also get accused of that. And it's just a gang stalking program, you understand? It's a bunch of people, trapping people inside computers and trying to like accuse them of being criminals of some sort, you know. And in my life, they're trying to accuse me of being a rock spider. And it's not like that for everybody. I'm not saying that everyone's going to get accused by gang stalkers of being a rock spider. You get accused of other things as well. And anyway, like when it first started, like I got raped by these people. I got raped, sodomized. Like my I was in a lot of pain, and I was sleep deprived for like a long time, and they also starved me for over 2 weeks. These people starved me for over 2 weeks. Um, like that's when I first met a gang stalker. Like I wasn't even aware that I was a rock spider, and like later on down the line, you get gang stalked by different people. You get gang stalked by all these different people that come along and decide to gang stalk you and things, and they take turns in gang stalking you and things. And this time I'm being accused of being a rock spider for the past 5 years, and I've been gang stalked for over 18 years, but only for the past 5 years have I been accused of being a rock spider. And I've been running for my life, from place to place, location to location, trying to find a place to sleep, to rest, to just live, basically, like function. They stop you from going to the toilet. They make you vomit. They make you throw up. They hit you in your body with frequencies. These people fucking torture me, you understand? And they do it with a lot of people out there in the world. And they use their frequencies and everything. And like, I've been raped by like teenage kids, you understand? And nobody does a thing about it, you know. Um, you know, you for instance, like I'll walk into a doctor's appointment, or I'll get arrested by the police, and you know they can see these invisible people gang stalking me. You know, they can see these invisible people gang stalking me, and they go, "Oh, look what you done to our monsterhood! Look what you done to the monsterhood!" You know, and like apparently, like I ruined people's monsterhood as well as rock spiderhood, and you know, they they've got their different sayings and things like in the gang stalking program. You know, just you got to understand, like you're being gang stalked, and they're gonna create a whole scenario about you. They're gonna make up some story about you, and try to trap you with honey traps, all kinds of things, and try to accuse you of being a rock spider, or they'll use a man on you even. You know, if you're a male, and they'll try to make you turn gay even, you know, and they're able to do that with all their gestures, with all the MK Ultra, V2K, like you'll hear a voice in your head, you know, just to like look at that guy's ass, or look at that woman, look at that little kid, you know, and they'll try to make you think like that, you know, and because they do it every day to you, you understand? This is drilled into your mind every single day. And so you go outside, and when you interact with people, you have this trauma that's still in your mind about being a rock spider or all those type of things. And you know, it's ongoing. You're being gang stalked until you get sacrificed, until you fall victim to this gang stalking program, or you become a gang stalker. You know, you'll turn into a gang stalker yourself, and they'll change you, your whole identity, everything about you as a person, and you'll live this life. And they want to trap you inside a computer, so to speak, and everything's controlled by AI computers. They're mixing black magic with technology, and you know, they're turning everyone into rock spiders. They're turning everyone into homos and things like that, you know, to try to brainwash them. You know, I've got nothing against gay people, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with gay people. It's just that these gang stalkers are trying to brainwash you. They are changing your whole mind about things and everything. They want you to be a paedophile. They want you to like be homosexual, all kinds of things. You know, they they even like, you know, want you to have incest with your own family and things like that. In some cases, you understand, the shit is that serious. You understand, the gang stalking program takes over your mind completely. You know, and they they want to incriminate you to do all those things. They want to like corrupt you to think that way, to think that, oh, the reason why you're being tortured is because you're a paedophile, or the reason why you're being tortured is because you're homosexual. You know what I mean? It's not that. You understand? You know, you're being gang stalked because you're just a individual who's got your own views and who hasn't been trapped inside the computer yet. You haven't been like assimilated into this program. You haven't been introduced to it. And I've been tortured for over 18 years, 20 years by these people, you know, and I've been nothing but isolated and alone from people and blocked off from getting proper help. I've been blocked off from having access to sitting there privately with my own friends, privately with my own family. I know that I was being manipulated. I know that there were invisible people following me for all that time, you know. I was always looking over my shoulder for ghosts, for spooks, everywhere I was looking, you know. And because it just happened to me from the very beginning, you know. And I never believed a word these gang stalkers told me when I was a rock spider or a homo, anything. These people are disgusting, you know. All they did was rape me, you understand? I was basically the victim the whole time, you know, and these people played the perpetrators. It's that simple, you understand? That's that was the story of my life in mental hospitals, in all kinds of arrested, all kinds of situations, my family breakdowns, everything because of gang stalking, you know, all my illnesses, everything came from gang stalking. All my injuries, all my cuts, my everything. You know what I mean? I know a bloke, fucking, he lives in Australia as well, like me. He wakes up with cuts on his arms, chunks missing out of his fingers, shit like he gets sodomized, all that as well. You understand? This dude wakes up with chunks out missing out of his fingers and cuts on his arms, all kinds of shit. And he wakes up like that in the middle of the night. You understand? And he sleepwalks, and people sodomize him in his dreams, and he sodomizes people and stuff like that. And he doesn't have any control over what he's doing or saying or doing, And this dude was just a normal, like, regular guy like everybody else, like, working a job and all that, just like I was. And then, in Australia, gang stalking is fucking very bad here. You understand? They've got invisible technology that gang stalk people, and they rape and torture you. They assault you with weapons. It's not just long distance, they're hitting you with frequencies. They're doing it up close. You understand? They literally got their ass in my face all the time. And they're just fucking teasing me, and they're putting me down, discrediting me, everything that I do. They're manipulating my whole family. I've been sodomized, I've been raped too, just like that other guy, you know. And I've been accused of being a rock spider, just like a lot of other people on the internet. And isn't it funny how we've all got similar stories? Isn't it funny how all our stories relate to each other? They're nearly identical, you understand? And they're making up all out of the book. They're doing shit like that out of some fucking evil fucking handbook. And, they're programming people to do all those kind of things, And it's obviously worked, It's worked on the majority of people that we see, because they're all against you. If you're a TI, they're all going to be negative towards you. They're all programmed in some way to gaslight one another, to talk in a very double talk, double entendre type of speaking. There's normal speaking as I'm speaking to you now, and then there's like reading between the lines and reading minds and things like that. There's like synthetic telepathy, all types of technology with these gang stalkers. They've got nanotechnology. They're using all types of like technology, and they're trying to corrupt everybody and put them inside computers and do all kinds of like scientific experiments on people and things in the gang stalking program. And everything is organized through chaos. You understand? They're creating these gang stalkers through crime. They're creating gang stalking through criminal acts, illegal acts on citizens, and that they're showing their loyalty through doing crime. These people are showing their loyalty by being a rock spider, by being a homo, and falling victim to this gang stalking program. And I know a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people that have been through this, what I'm going through, but mine is just non-stop. It's ongoing. And, I'm being accused of being a rock spider, and it's disgusting, and I want it to stop. I want this all to end. I want my family back. I want my friends back. I want the government to help me, but they don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about any of us in this world, All they care about is making money, is it, are you worth the job and things like that, pay your taxes and all that, until all our resources get taken over eventually, and the economy collapses, and we're all being used as pawns in this sick game. We're all being manipulated with frequencies, with mind control, with sexual things, with violent things. They're all trying to trap us, you understand? And they've trapped me in this program for over 20 years. I've been through mental health. I've seen spiritualists. I've seen psychics, everything. And nothing can make this go away. There's always different people. Someone else has to show up and fucking ruin my life and just make it hell, And, I've worked hard. I've tried everything, just to be financially right, to be like in a relationship with people and things, and mutual like relationship with people. But with the gang stalking program, it's always arguments, it's always fighting, it's always negative, it's always these attacks, it's always sexual prejudice, it's always discrimination, it's always these attacks that these gang stalkers do. And they accuse you of being a rock spider, everything, And I'm just sick of this shit and I want it to end. As for other people out there, and the government knows about it, you know what I mean? We just got to expose this shit, and show these people that gang stalking is real, and we've got the proof and the evidence to prove it, Like, I get followed around everywhere I go, And if that's not enough evidence to people, I don't know what is. But just everybody's in on it. And I'm just looking for honest, moral people with morals that are going to like understand me and accept me for who I am, and that I haven't done anything wrong, and that these gang stalkers created this whole thing to start with because I was a single guy who just broke up from a relationship, and I moved into a home, a townhouse, and basically my neighbours, everyone was manipulating me in my targeting. And then along the years, I moved to different locations and I was being attacked by different people. And now I'm a rock spider all of a sudden. I did awful things to their rock spiderhood. I did awful things to their monsterhood because I tried to keep my morals together. I tried to keep my bit of integrity. I tried to keep a bit of dignity. And you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't even go to the toilet by myself around these people. It is that fucking bad. I get followed by 2 people inside the fucking toilet, all right? That's how bad my gang stalking is. And they're like humiliating me on the toilet and shit like that. You understand? Hovering over me while I'm even taking a crap, doing a shit, It's in front of my father. In front of my father, they like touch my genitals. They humiliate, they shrivel up my penis. They push my penis into my body. You understand? They shrivel up my penis when I speak to my father or when I talk to other people. They're touching my genitals all the time. Or if they don't do that, they're sodomizing me. They cause me to have an itchy ass all the time. I'll like scratch my asshole all the time in front of my father, in front of people. I've got to scratch my balls in front of people, things like that. And it's disgusting how they try to make you pick your nose in front of people or something like that. They'll give you like an itchy nose where you have to like pick your nose in front of people. You'll have to scratch your balls. You'll have to scratch your asshole in front of people. And everyone knows you're being manipulated. And, you're just being humiliated through the programming. And that's how the programming goes. They make up stories about you all along, The gang stalking is just textbook out of the handbook, pedophilia, homosexual, like incest, all types of like things they've got, sex with animals, all types of like different like vices that they can trap people with, and it's demonic in nature. The program is a demonic nature. And, just hope we can expose gang stalking and show it for what it is. And hopefully, people can get their message out there, and some of us can really like prove this gang stalking, Havana syndrome, all this type is real, and that we can hold these people accountable. We can hold these perpetrators accountable, and have them thrown in jail, have them like put a restraining order on them, something like that, to keep these rapists away from me. You know, like I've been raped by these people. I don't want to be around these rapists. You understand? I don't want to be sodomized. And I'm around them 24/7 every day. You understand? These people like are disgusting. They ruin my life. You understand? These people ruin my friendships. You know what I mean? How can I be grateful to somebody who fucking manipulated everything that I've got in my life? From my finances to my friends to my family. All because I'm not a fucking rock spider. All because I'm not a rock spider. This shit has to happen to me. And I want it to fucking stop. And so does everybody else. You understand? And this is a sick fucking program. And it must be stopped. It must be stopped before it's too late. Before people get thrown, everyone goes to hell, right? And they burn for eternity. And they become slaves like in the Matrix. You understand? And everything about you will be fake. Your whole life, when you're born in the future, you'd just be downloaded memories from some computer, and it'll all be fake. You won't even have a real life. It'll be like you're this fucking person, this Jason Bourne, that's come into the world, and you have to do all this type of shit, and then people kill you in the end and all that type of stuff, and you get taken out, or you get victimized, or you become a criminal, or you become a victim, and that's how they're making it in this system. It's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. It's a sick fucking program, and with that being said, take care.